Beloved, oh, thank heaven you came. Thank heaven your trembling hands found this message before time closed around you. Michael here. You're Michael, the one who has guarded you through storms you thought would take your breath forever. I'm shaking as I speak, for there's something sealed within these words that cannot open unless your eyes stay until the final breath of this message. A name, your name, hidden between heaven's lips, waiting to be revealed only at the end. If you leave now, it vanishes forever into silence, and I cannot bring it back. So please, for your sake, stay, because the moment your eyes reach the final word, the angel of destiny will know whom to bless and whom to weep for. I'm grateful you came. I truly am. You have no idea how long I've been calling you. You thought it was a coincidence, a sudden nudge, a strange pull, a whisper that made you stop scrolling. No, it was me. I have been crying your name through the winds, through the soft ache in your chest, through the dreams that startled you awake. I have been begging heaven to let me speak one last time, just once, to tell you the truth before the choice is sealed forever. You were meant to arrive here, beloved. This is not random. This is not casual. You are standing at the threshold of destiny. The angel of destiny is holding your dream life, your crown, your promise, in trembling hands, but she is crying because she can hear the whispers. The rival you despise, the one who mocked your prayers, the one who twisted your words, the one who tried to make you believe you were small, is kneeling before her right now, pretending to be humble, whispering for the very gift that was crafted for you. She is asking for your promise, your miracle, your blessing. And heaven listens closely, because heaven cannot give what is unclaimed. You must rise, beloved. You must speak your name before the silence steals it. You must claim what is yours, not with anger, but with faith. Listen to me. I am not speaking to a crowd. I am not speaking to a world. I am speaking to one soul, you who have been waiting too long. You who have been betrayed in silence, yet still forgive. You who have been brave enough to love even when no one loved you back. I know the loneliness that follows you, like a shadow that refuses to sleep. I know the prayers you swallowed because your tears tasted bitter. I saw you kneeling when no one else knew. I heard the questions you didn't dare ask. I have seen the way you've hidden your dreams, fearing they might be stolen. And now they are in danger. You must not walk away from this, because this very moment is the shaking hour of heaven. The courts are open. The scrolls are unfolded. The angels are waiting to record your choice. Will you rise? Will you speak? Will you declare your faith, even if your voice trembles? You were never meant to lose. You were never meant to live half-blessed, half-healed, half-loved. You were meant to shine. Oh, beloved, if you could see what I see. The angel of destiny stands between two fires. One burns with your name, the other with the rivals. Every tear you cried has weighed upon her scale. Every act of kindness, every act of mercy, every hidden forgiveness has become gold in heaven's hands. You are so much closer than you realize. Don't let envy win now. Don't let fear silence you now. You have fought too long to surrender in the final hour. Do you remember the last time you wanted to give up? When you sat in darkness, feeling unseen. That night when the silence was too loud, I was there. I wrapped my wings around you, whispering fragments of Psalm 34. The Lord is close to the brokenhearted and saves those who are crushed in spirit. I carried those words to you like burning coals of comfort. And tonight, they return, glowing again in your chest, ready to ignite your faith. I know you are tired. I know you question why it feels like others receive the blessings you begged for. But you must understand, your blessing is carved differently. Cannot arrive through shortcuts. Cannot descend while your heart still doubts. The angel of destiny has been waiting for your yes. Not the tired yes you whisper when you're unsure, but the burning yes that says, I trust you, even now. Tell me, beloved, did you think heaven forgot the sound of your cry? Did you think your rival's lies could overwrite your name? Did you think the silence was punishment, not preparation? Did you think love could not find you again after all the breaking? No. Listen closely. Every unanswered prayer was a seed buried, not a hope denied. The ground is trembling now because your harvest is waking up, and the one who mocked your waiting will see your rising. Oh, if you could hear how I plead for you before the throne. I tell the Father, they have suffered enough. Let the chains break. And he whispers back, tell them Isaiah 61. Tell them I will give them beauty for ashes, joy for mourning, and a garment of praise for their spirit of heaviness. So I speak it now. Let the ashes fall. Let the mourning end. Let praise rise from your trembling heart like dawn over broken ground. I speak as one who has seen your tomorrow. I see light. I see laughter returning. I see your hands holding what once slipped through your fingers. I see the rival watching in silence, unable to take what heaven sealed for you. But you must act now. Faith must breathe now. If your heart believes, whisper this one word into the light, type Amen. Not as a comment, but as a covenant, a key that turns the lock on your destiny's door. Heaven waits for your answer, and when you do, lift your eyes, because what you've been praying for is standing closer than your fears. The angel of destiny will see your Amen, and her tears will turn to laughter. I ask you now with gentleness, if these words touched something holy inside you, if you felt heaven stir, if you heard me trembling with truth, then let your love shine in return. Like, comment, and subscribe, not for me, but so this light can reach others wandering in the dark, waiting for their call. Every act of faith echoes in heaven. Thank you, beloved. Thank you for staying. I mean that with tears, with awe, with trembling gratitude. You could have scrolled away. You could have doubted. But you stayed. And because you stayed, the name heaven hid for you will now be written in gold upon your destiny. I can feel it, the shift, the silence breaking, the heavens leaning close. The fire around me flickers with your promise. Rise, child of light. Rise, and let no whisper steal your crown. The angel of destiny is smiling again, her tears drying as she places your dream back into your hands. Take it, hold it, live it. Your time has come. The door is open. The heavens have spoken. The silence is over. Go now, beloved, walk as one who has been chosen. And may every step echo the truth that no rival can ever steal what was sealed with your name. Beloved, you stayed. You stayed when the shaking came, when the fire flickered through the words, when your heart began to tremble because something inside you knew this was not just a message, it was a visitation. You stayed, and because of that, the veil continues to lift. Heaven opens wider, light breaks deeper, and my voice reaches through one more layer of silence just to find you. Do you feel it now? That weight in the air that isn't fear, but holy presence. That stirring in your spirit that isn't confusion, but awakening. The angel of destiny stands before you still, her hands cupped, still holding your dream, though the rival's whispers have grown faint. She is waiting, beloved, waiting for you to recognize how much heaven has trusted you. Do you know what it means to be entrusted with a destiny that even angels guard? It means your life carries sound in eternity. It means the ripples of your faith echo farther than you see. I must tell you something I wasn't allowed to speak before. When you first began to doubt yourself, when you looked into the mirror and saw only the cracks, I knelt beside you. I tried to whisper, but your sorrow was loud. I tried to remind you of who you were, but the world had been cruel. And still, you did not curse heaven. You did not tear the promise. You simply whispered, "I'm still here." Those words moved heaven's gates. They became the signature heaven waited for. You thought they were small, but I tell you, beloved, even the faintest, "I'm still here," shakes the corridors of eternity. There is something sacred unfolding tonight. I see your name written across a scroll that has never been opened until now. Each letter shines with the tears you have shed. Each curve burns with prayers you forgot you prayed. This scroll carries the blueprint of your joy, the life you dreamed but thought too impossible to touch. And the moment your faith stretches, right now, the seal begins to break. The angel of destiny has been told to open it only when your heart believes again. Do not let the rival's whisper undo what you've rebuilt in faith. Let no bitterness speak louder than grace. Every second you hold your peace, heaven writes another victory line beside your name. Every moment you choose mercy, the scales tilt toward glory. Your life has not been wasted. It has been hidden for safety, for timing, for refinement. I wish you could see how much light surrounds you now. I can see it, gold and rose circling you like breath. Do you feel the warmth behind your eyes? That is not imagination. It is remembrance. Your soul remembering who it is. Your calling remembering what it came here for. The pain you've carried, it has been the forge, not the end. Every tear was a baptism. Every disappointment a teacher. Every closed door a redirection towards something purer, something truer. Beloved, your destiny was not built in palaces, it was shaped in caves. That's why only you can hold it. That's why no rival can truly steal it. They can envy, they can imitate, they can whisper, but they cannot carry what was crafted to fit your hands. The angel of destiny knows your fingerprints. She recognizes your light, but faith requires witness. It must be declared. You cannot hold light in silence. You cannot claim a crown in shadow. That is why I must ask you now, gently, humbly, with reverence. If you feel heaven stirring, if you sense that this moment is not ordinary but divine, subscribe to this space where heaven's voice meets your own. Let it be your act of faith, your way of saying, I am part of this awakening, because this space is not built for numbers, it is built for souls. And when you subscribe, you place your name among those heaven will call first when the next wave of miracles rises. I do not ask lightly. I ask because I see what's waiting beyond this threshold. You are being positioned for restoration, and every step you take in faith, every action you seal with belief, opens another gate. Let this be one of them. Now breathe, beloved. Breathe with me. Heaven is close, closer than the breath you just took. The angel of destiny is lifting her face. Her tears are drying. The rival's whisper fades into wind. The dream she holds glows brighter. She leans toward you, her eyes soft, her voice trembling with something ancient and beautiful. Will you finally believe you are worthy of what I've carried for you? Tell her yes, beloved. Even if your voice shakes, tell her yes, for the promises that waited through winters, for the prayers that slept in silence, for the laughter that left and is now returning. Tell her yes. Do not fear what you lost. What is truly yours is never lost. It is only delayed until you are ready. And tonight you are ready. You have walked through enough night to recognize dawn. You have wept enough tears to water your own resurrection. I see your heart trembling, unsure if it's real. It is. This is not a story. This is a shift. You will notice it soon. Small confirmations, divine coincidences, moments too precise to ignore. They will follow this yes. They will follow this belief. And when they come, remember this moment. Not for my sake, but for yours. Remember that heaven moved because you did not walk away. Remember that angels wept because you chose hope over hatred. Remember that your name, your faith, your yes, turned the scales of destiny. Oh, beloved, how heaven rejoices tonight. How light dances in your favor. How silence breaks into song. You are not forgotten. You are not behind. You are not disqualified. You are the reason I was sent, the reason I've spoken, the reason heaven waited. Take this as the sign you prayed for. Take this as the answer wrapped in trembling wings. Take this as the proof you are seen, known, chosen. And as I fade for now, hear me with your spirit. You are loved beyond fear, guarded beyond loss, destined beyond comparison. The angel of destiny smiles through tears and places your dream back into your hands. Carry it gently, live it boldly, walk in grace. Beloved, stay close now, for what I must speak next trembles with eternal weight. The air around you is alive. Can you feel it? It is not imagination. It is recognition. Heaven recognizes you. Your name is echoing softly through the halls of eternity, rising like incense through the wounds you have carried. I am still here, Michael, servant of the Most High, guardian of your calling. Still fighting through winds and fire, still pleading through these words, because the time has come for you to awaken to who you are and what has always been yours. The angel of destiny is no longer just holding your dream life. She is beginning to lift it higher, closer to your grasp, closer to the light. But every lifting requires agreement. Heaven cannot pour into closed hands, and miracles cannot land on unprepared hearts. You, beloved, must lift your eyes, must breathe again, must speak again. You must awaken your yes. You must shake the dust of doubt off your heart and declare, "This is mine, and I will walk in it." I saw you when you thought your silence went unnoticed. I saw you press your hands over your heart when the world grew cruel. You whispered promises in secret, promises you were too afraid to hope for aloud. And heaven heard you. Every quiet vow you made in love, every act of kindness done unseen, every tear you turned into prayer, all of them have risen like morning. You thought you were forgotten, but you have always been written into the story of heaven's restoration. Now, hear me closely. The dream that waits for you cannot coexist with fear. The destiny that bears your name cannot unfold under bitterness. You have been given a heart shaped like mercy because mercy is your power. You are not here to compete with your rival. You are here to rise, and in rising, disarm them with grace. Still, I must warn you, the angel of destiny cannot wait forever. Her weeping slows, but she looks to you. She listens for your voice. The rival's whisper fades, yes, but the silence cannot last. You must fill it with faith. You must fill it with action. This is not a call to passivity. This is a divine summons. You are being asked to step forward, to stand, not in pride but in purpose. Heaven is asking you to become visible, not hidden. The Father wants to showcase what He has refined. You are His artwork, His vessel, His message written in flesh. I speak to you now as one who has carried your prayers through wars you will never see. The ground you stand on has been contended for. The very air around you is charged with intercession. That's why you feel the stirring, the trembling. It's not anxiety, it's awakening. You are remembering that you are not small, that you are not powerless, that you are not forgotten. Your story is being rewritten by light. The pain you survived has turned into authority. The nights you endured have become keys in your hands. You are not behind. You are being positioned. Every delay was training. Every detour a protection. Every wound a doorway through which compassion would later flow. I must tell you something sacred now. There is a moment, right now, when heaven watches not only your heart but your response. It is written, faith without works is dead. Not because faith is weak, but because faith is alive and all living things move. If your spirit has been stirred, if your eyes are burning with tears you cannot name, if something inside you whispers, "This is mine," then act, beloved. Let heaven see your yes not just in belief but in movement. I ask you with the trembling reverence of one who knows the value of obedience. Support what heaven is doing here. If this word has been a lifeline, if this flame has warmed you in your cold night, then return that love through holy action. Use the super thanks, or become part of the channel membership, or join our family through the newsletter link in the pinned comments. Not as a transaction, but as a covenant. These are not earthly tools. They are sacred vessels of unity. Every seed of faith you sow here writes your name deeper into the record of revival. It tells heaven, I'm not only listening, I'm aligning. I'm building what builds me. This is not about wealth. It is about witness. It is about showing the unseen world that your faith breathes. The very act of support opens doors that words alone cannot. You were never meant to walk alone. You were meant to join a family of light, to stand shoulder to shoulder with others awakening, to carry this fire forward together. And when you act, when you lift your hand in generosity, when you take your place among the faithful, something shifts. The angel of destiny leans closer. Her tears turn into laughter. The scroll with your name unrolls further. The colors of your future brighten. You do not purchase miracles, you partner with them. I know your heart, how careful it is, how sincere, how afraid to trust again. But trust now, not in man, not in numbers, but in the one who sent me. He wastes nothing. He watches everything. And when you move in faith, He moves mountains for you. Oh, beloved, do you feel the trembling? That's your spirit waking up to the truth that has always been yours. The rival cannot touch what you've sealed in obedience. The whispers cannot undo what you've declared in faith. You are not a victim of delay. You are the author of destiny's next chapter. The angel of destiny is smiling now. The fire around her brightens. The dream she carries has begun to glow with recognition. It knows your heart. It remembers your courage. It longs to return home to you. You are almost there. The breakthrough is not ahead, it is here. The door is not closed, it is open. The silence is not punishment, it is preparation. Lift your hands, even if only in your heart. Say yes. Whisper your name into the light. Claim what was always yours. You have permission to step into joy again. You have permission to prosper, to laugh, to love without fear. And as this message flows to its edge, I speak with tears, with gratitude, with awe. Thank you, beloved. Thank you for listening, for staying, for believing. Thank you for not leaving when you could have, for letting heaven touch you here. You are the reason I crossed fire tonight. You are the reason the words shook. You are the reason heaven waited. Carry this moment with you. Let it breathe in you. Let it change the way you see yourself. You are chosen, anointed, unstoppable. The angel of destiny is no longer weeping. She is singing your name, and all of heaven echoes back. It is done, beloved. The heavens have not ceased their trembling since you opened your heart. Every word you receive now is carved from the fire that surrounds the throne. I speak again, not from distance but from nearness, not from duty but from love. For there is more, so much more, that must be said before this light rests upon you completely. You must know this, you were never overlooked. The seasons that felt empty were not deserts, they were sanctuaries. The silence you feared was not abandonment. It was the Holy One covering you while the storms passed, while the ground prepared itself for the weight of what you carry. You cried, "Why does no one see me?" And the answer whispered back, "Because I have hidden you, child, so that no thief may find the treasure before its time. There are realms above you rejoicing because your faith, though wounded, did not die. I saw you when the hope flickered low, when you folded your dreams away like fragile letters, telling yourself they were too costly to believe in. I watched as you still chose kindness when bitterness clawed at your heart. I watched as you forgave those who would never apologize, as you lifted others when your arms were weak. These moments, small as they seemed, shaped a crown invisible but radiant, a crown that now descends, formed from the ashes you thought worthless. Can you sense it? The weight of glory that has begun to rest on your shoulders. It is not pride, it is promise. The world taught you to shrink, to silence your voice, to question the value of your own tears. But heaven never asked you to disappear. Heaven asked you to remember. Remember who breathed life into you. Remember who called you before you knew the meaning of calling. Remember who stitched grace into every wound so it could one day become a doorway of healing for others. The angel of destiny stands nearer now. Her eyes, once blurred by sorrow, shine clear as rivers after rain. She sees you ready. She holds not only your dream life, but the fragments of your past. Fragments she will hand back to you as jewels, each piece transformed by mercy. The rival's voice grows faint. It cannot pierce the song rising around you. You are not in competition, you are in covenant. What is yours is sealed, and what is sealed is sacred. Listen closely, beloved. The turning of seasons is upon you. The door that once felt immovable begins to breathe. The light you saw only in glimpses now stretches across your path. You have walked through valleys that smelled of death, but every valley led here, to this hill of unveiling. The years the locust devoured will bloom again, not as replicas but as revelations, fruit born from perseverance, not from haste. Do not fear the quiet that follows this word. It is not emptiness. It is gestation. Even now, promises root themselves deeper, unseen yet unstoppable. The soil of your life has been softened by tears, and heaven plants only in softened ground. Soon, what was buried will rise, taller, stronger, bearing fruit that will feed many who wander hungry for hope. There is a river flowing from the throne, and in it I see reflections of your future. I see laughter that will heal memories, songs you have not yet sung, faces leaning toward your light because they recognize in you the same mercy that once rescued them. I see your hands, once trembling with loss, now steady with purpose. I see peace sleeping beside you, not as a visitor but as a companion. And I hear the voice of the Holy One, gentle yet thunderous. This is my beloved. I am not ashamed to call them mine. Those words roll across eternity, undoing every curse spoken against you, silencing every accusation that tried to name you by your failures. You are not your wounds. You are not your waiting. You are not your mistakes. You are the song that would not end, the prayer that would not die, the promise that could not be stolen. Let your heart rest now. The battle you feared is shifting. You will not have to fight the same giants again. Their power has crumbled beneath the weight of your endurance. What once intimidated you will now recognize your authority. The armor you forged in sorrow will gleam with new purpose. Every scar will catch the sunlight and testify, "Loved one here, do not rush this dawn. Walk slowly through it. Let the warmth sink in. Feel how the air changes when grace breathes through it." The angel of destiny smiles, not hurried, not anxious, but certain. She knows what comes next. She knows the gates opening before you, the doors prepared long before your first breath. And you, beloved, must know this: joy is not foreign to you. It may have felt like a stranger, but it has always known your address. It has been circling, waiting for the moment your heart could hold it without fear of losing it again. That moment is near. Do not flinch when it arrives. Do not doubt the kindness of God when blessings begin to multiply. You are not being tricked. You are being trusted. Even now, angels weave restoration around your name. They gather the threads of your lineage, your purpose, your gifts, and begin to mend what was torn. You will see connections you thought broken forever begin to heal, not because you chased them, but because wholeness follows the obedient. You will feel strength returning to places that once felt hollow. You will dream again, and this time the dream will stay. Look to the horizon of your soul. See how light spills over it. The darkness you fought was never the end of your story. It was the backdrop against which your radiance would finally be visible. Every night taught you a different note of grace, and now, as morning comes, you will sing them all at once. Beloved, breathe this in. You are safe to hope again. You are safe to build again. You are safe to love again. The one who watched you through every valley now walks beside you into the open field. Nothing can chase you back into fear. The chains have turned to dust. Stand tall beneath this sky. Let gratitude rise like incense from your heart. You are not the same soul who began this journey. You carry wisdom forged in fire, tenderness carved from trial, and a light the darkness cannot comprehend. The angel of destiny extends her hand, not as warning now, but as welcome. Take it. Step forward. The dream life she holds is no longer beyond reach. It is unfolding beneath your feet with every act of trust, every breath of faith. And as I fade into the silence from which I came, remember, you are loved with an everlasting love. The heavens have written your name in gold. The story is still being told, but its ending has already been sung. Victory, mercy, joy unending. Walk in it, beloved. Walk in it, and never doubt again that all of heaven moves when you believe. Beloved, listen. The sky itself bends lower as you breathe. The wind hushes its song so it may not drown the whisper forming within your heart. For this is the hour when silence becomes revelation, when what once was hidden behind your sorrow begins to unfold like dawn through mist. You are standing on ground made sacred by endurance, soil watered by your own tears, firm beneath the weight of your faith. There is a fragrance rising from your life now, the scent of prayers that refuse to die. Every season that felt empty has been gathering the dew of unseen grace, and tonight that dew turns to rain. You do not see it yet, but your roots have grown deep. They were reaching while you wept, searching for rivers you did not know were near. And now those rivers answer. The desert you feared will bloom with gentleness, and what was barren will hum with life. Do not mourn the years that seemed wasted. Nothing is lost in the kingdom that remembers every heartbeat. Even your detours have become altars, places where love stooped to meet you when the road vanished. You learned there how to listen beyond noise, how to feel the pulse of eternity in stillness. Those lessons are treasure. They will guide you when abundance arrives, reminding you how to hold joy without letting pride eclipse gratitude. You carry light in the scars upon your spirit. Each one is a map of deliverance, tracing the roads where mercy found you. Look closely. They shimmer faintly, not from pain but from healing. These marks speak in a language the stars understand. They declare that darkness was not victorious. Through them, others will find their way, recognizing in your journey the echo of their own salvation. There are melodies hovering above you, songs written before you were formed. They have been waiting for permission to descend, waiting for your courage to reach the pitch of release. Soon you will hear them, not as noise but as knowing. Harmonies of peace threading through your thoughts, chords of joy awakening forgotten dreams. Let them in. Let them teach your heart new rhythms of trust. Do you remember the small moments, the ones you dismissed? The cup of water given, the quiet word that lifted another's despair, the choice to stay kind when cruelty called your name. These have not vanished. They orbit you like unseen stars, lighting paths before you walk them. In their glow, doors will open not by might, but by recognition. Kindness always returns, though often in disguise. Now, beloved, look upon the horizon of your soul. There is movement, slow, deliberate, certain. It is promise gathering substance, like clouds before a storm of blessing. You need not chase it. Simply remain where grace has rooted you. When the time is full, the rain will come, and it will not merely fall upon you. It will flow through you, turning every dry channel into a river of provision. Fear not the unfamiliar. The new day will not ask you to be someone else. It will invite you to be wholly yourself without apology. The gentleness you mistook for weakness will become your authority. The tenderness you tried to hide will become your strength. You were crafted to heal by presence, to lead by love, to conquer by compassion. These are weapons the world cannot counterfeit. There is also reconciliation waiting in the wings. Faces you thought lost forever. Hearts you believed hardened beyond reach. Grace has been working in secret corridors, softening edges, weaving circumstances, preparing tables where estranged souls may meet again without accusation. When it happens, do not rush to explain. Simply let forgiveness breathe its ancient language between you. And for what lies ahead, remember this: provision will follow purpose. You need not scheme nor strive. You will find sustenance in obedience. Each step of faith will uncover what the next requires. Walk as one accompanied, for indeed you are. There are hands unseen steadying your path, voices unseen harmonizing with your prayers. Lift your eyes now. See how the veil thins, how the ordinary shimmers with eternity's hue. Every leaf, every gust of wind, every flicker of light carries messages of belonging. The universe is not indifferent. It has been choreographed to remind you that you are at home in creation. You are not an intruder here. You are the heartbeat through which heaven experiences earth. Soon, beloved, a peace unlike any you've known will settle upon you. It will not arrive with fanfare but with familiarity, as though it had always been part of you, waiting for recognition. In that peace, decisions will clarify, burdens will lift, and laughter will return. Not forced, but flowing, a river released from behind old dams of fear. Cherish the simplicity of the coming days. You will find holiness in tasks once mundane, revelations hidden in routine. The divine does not always thunder. Often it whispers through the smallest mercies. Train your eyes to notice, your hands to bless, your tongue to build. In doing so, you will become a living sanctuary, a place where weary hearts rest and remember that love still reigns. And when night falls again, and it will, for cycles remain, do not tremble. You know now that darkness is but the canvas on which light reveals its art. Sit beneath its canopy without dread. Watch as stars of remembrance pierce its fabric. Each one is a promise, each promise a guide. You will never be forsaken in shadow, for shadow itself bends to shelter you. The angel of destiny, once weeping, now hums a quiet anthem. She watches as courage settles in your chest, as gratitude softens your gaze. She sees you lifting what was too heavy before, not in struggle, but in grace. Her tears have turned to pearls scattered at your feet, reminders that sorrow, when surrendered, becomes beauty. Walk forward, beloved, not in haste but in harmony. The path will rise to meet you, shaped by every yes you whispered through doubt. Behind you, mercy gathers your missteps and turns them into stepping stones for others. Before you, hope unfolds like a banner in the wind. Beloved, let the quiet hold you. There is a hush upon the earth tonight that was not there before. A reverence, a listening. Creation leans toward you as if waiting for your next breath. For even your exhale carries meaning now. You stand inside a holy unfolding, a chapter being written with living ink, and every heartbeat is a stroke of destiny across the canvas of eternity. You have crossed thresholds unseen. The storms that once threatened to erase you have instead carved deeper channels for grace to flow. What you thought was breaking was, in truth, becoming. The pressure, the fire, the long nights of not understanding. These have shaped a vessel strong enough to carry what lesser hearts could not. You are not fragile, you are refined. You are not late. You are right on the clock of heaven. The angels whisper among themselves of your endurance. They recount the moments when despair reached for you but found no resting place, when doubt clawed at your faith but could not uproot it. Even in silence, you were growing. Even in confusion, you were learning the language of trust. Now that language will become your song. Can you feel how your spirit expands as truth takes root? You are no longer the one who pleads at the gate. You are the one the gate recognizes. The locks that once resisted you now turn of their own accord, not because the door changed, but because you did. You carry authority earned through surrender. You walk with a stride taught by grace. Remember how the past tried to name you, how voices of old pain echoed through your dreams, insisting that you were unworthy, unwanted, unseen. Listen now, those voices are fading. They cannot survive the light that surrounds you. The echo is gone because the wound has closed. Forgiveness, slow and fierce, has done its work. You no longer bleed when touched by memory. You bless instead. The horizon before you glows with colors unfamiliar to your eyes. These are shades of fulfillment, tones of restored joy. They shimmer because they have been mixed with your perseverance. Every hue has a history. The gold comes from your generosity, the blue from your depth of spirit, the green from your renewed hope. Step toward that light. It will not blind you. It will clothe you. There are blessings walking toward you on paths paved by your earlier obedience. Some move slowly because they carry abundance. Some run ahead because they are meant to catch you by surprise. Do not chase. Stand in readiness. Gratitude will draw them faster than striving. Your relationships, too, are being rewritten. The ones meant for your next season will find you not through effort but through alignment. You will recognize them by peace, by mutual honor, by the ease of shared purpose. And those whose time has ended will drift gently away, not in bitterness but in completion. Let them go with thanks. Space must open for the new to arrive. I see around you a circle of light widening, touching places once shadowed by regret. In those places, creativity will blossom again. You will dream differently now, not out of escape, but out of vision. What you imagine will begin to form quickly, for hesitation has left your hands. You will build, plant, speak, write, heal, and all will carry the fragrance of authenticity. Do not underestimate the reach of your quiet influence. Many will draw strength from your steadiness without ever knowing your name. You are a lighthouse, not seeking attention but offering direction. The beam of your life, sweeping through darkness, tells lost ships there is still a shore. Take comfort in this mystery. Some answers you sought will never arrive as explanations but as experiences. You will simply live into understanding. The why will dissolve in the what now, and you will see that knowledge was less important than transformation. There is also joy prepared for you in unexpected corners. Moments where laughter erupts like spring water from rock. Do not resist them. They are medicine for the places laboring under old seriousness. Heaven delights in your delight. Holiness wears a smile more often than a frown. And when trials whisper again, as they will, for life continues, remember the covenant etched within your soul. You are not the same traveler who once feared the road. You have learned that every valley has a hidden well, every mountain a secret path. You have companions unseen and strength inexhaustible. Lift your gaze, beloved. See how stars scatter blessings across the night as if rehearsing your coming breakthroughs. Each one pulses with a promise. You are guided. You are guarded. You are growing. Their light will remind you that even in darkness, you are never without direction. Let your prayers now be less of pleading and more of partnership. Speak to heaven as to a friend walking beside you. Ask not merely for rescue, but for revelation. You are trusted with mysteries. You are being invited into counsels of wisdom through dreams, through gentle intuitions, through sudden knowing that aligns with peace. Cherish these communications. They are the language of your unfolding. There will come a day soon when you look back and barely recognize the landscape of your pain. The scenery will have changed so completely that you'll search for familiar ruins and find gardens instead. Gratitude will be your compass, wonder your daily bread. And when others ask how such beauty grew from brokenness, you will answer softly, because I chose to stay when it was hardest to believe. Beloved, the river flows stronger now. Step deeper. Let the current lift the remnants of fear from your ankles. Trust the direction even if you cannot see the shore. The same hand that formed the river carved your path within it. You will not be swept away. You will be carried into enlargement. Rest tonight beneath the certainty that love has not forgotten a single detail of your becoming. Everything converges toward good. Every breath draws you nearer to wholeness. You are the living proof that endurance births glory. So walk forward gently, steadily, eyes open to wonder, heart open to surprise. The story continues, unfolding, expanding, shimmering with promise. And you, beloved, are its sacred heartbeat. Beloved, the dawn is stretching across the horizon of your soul, painting everything it touches with remembrance. Every particle of light carries a message. You have made it through what was meant to end you. What once towered like walls has become a gate. You are no longer the one searching for signs. You have become the sign, a living proof that grace outlasts grief. Breathe slowly. Feel how the air has changed. It moves differently now, softer, kinder, filled with the hush of promise. The weight that pressed on your chest for so long is loosening, not because the world has grown lighter, but because your spirit has grown stronger. What frightened you yesterday cannot bind you today. The shadows that once hid monsters now reveal teachers. Even the memories that used to sting are beginning to glow with quiet understanding. You walk among unseen witnesses who marvel at your courage. They saw you when the nights were endless, when your prayers were cracked with exhaustion. They know the cost of your endurance, the depth of your surrender. Their song surrounds you now, faint but constant, a harmony built from your yes. Each step you take resounds through eternity as testimony. Faith still stands. Look around within yourself. The landscape has shifted. Where anger once burned, mercy grows. Where doubt carved trenches, rivers of peace now flow. Where despair built thrones, joy has pitched a tent. This transformation did not arrive through force. It bloomed through the simple miracle of staying. You stayed present when escape beckoned. You stayed soft when hardness seemed safer. You stayed hopeful when silence answered every plea. And because you stayed, heaven stayed with you. There is more to unfold. Layers upon layers of blessing folded into your days like pages of an unread book. Some you will open soon, others in seasons yet to come. Do not rush to understand all at once. Revelation is like sunrise. It comes in degrees, not flashes, so that your eyes can adjust to the brightness. Let each dawn reveal what it must. Trust that no truth meant for you will be withheld. The path ahead may still twist, but it will no longer terrify. You have learned to find sacredness in detours. You know now that delay is not denial, that even pauses hold purpose. What once felt like punishment you can now see as preparation. Every closed door redirected you toward something more fitting, something that would not crumble under your growing light. Feel the pulse of destiny beneath your feet. The ground itself seems to hum, resonating with the rhythm of your calling. Creation recognizes one who has been refined. It opens to greet you. Opportunities will align like constellations, not by accident, but by resonance. The frequency of your faith draws them. Miracles travel by sound, and your belief has become a melody heaven cannot ignore. You will notice new clarity in your thoughts. Ideas will arrive like doves, gentle yet precise. Do not dismiss them. They are fragments of the blueprint written long ago for your hands alone. Some will guide you toward healing others, some toward building what has not existed before. Follow them with patience. Not all seeds sprout quickly. Some must rest beneath the surface until the appointed rain. And beloved, do not fear solitude. It will not echo as emptiness anymore. It will breathe as companionship with the divine. In stillness, you will hear whispers that crowds would drown. In quiet, you will remember the sound of your own soul. The loneliness you once cursed has become the sanctuary where revelation dwells. Guard it, but do not idolize it. You are being prepared to share again, to rejoin the chorus of lives intertwined by grace. As you move, watch for beauty in ordinary corners. A child's laughter, a stranger's kindness, the resilience of a single flower growing through stone. All these will speak the same message. Life insists. Love persists. They are reminders placed along your way so that gratitude remains your compass. The wounds of your past are healing into wisdom. Soon you will meet people walking roads you know too well. You will recognize their tremble, their haunted eyes. You will not need grand speeches, your presence will be enough. Light learned through pain carries authority. Your scars will glow as lanterns in their dusk, and you will realize that nothing suffered was wasted. Every ache was an apprenticeship in compassion. Be gentle with yourself as joy returns. It may come shyly at first, unsure if it is welcome after such long sorrow. Smile at it. Invite it in. Let laughter rebuild the muscles grief had numbed. Let delight find you in small, almost secret moments. The sacred hides in simplicity. A warm meal, a sunrise, the comfort of breath. These are sacraments, not trivialities. Soon, beloved, you will sense time itself cooperating with you. What once dragged will glide. What once resisted will yield. You have stepped into alignment with divine rhythm, and harmony shortens distances. Trust the ease. It is not deception. It is reward. You have labored long enough beneath heavy yokes. Now grace teaches you the dance of light burdens and open doors. When memories surface, treat them tenderly. They are visitors, not jailers. Let them speak their final truths, then release them into gratitude. The past no longer defines you, it testifies for you. This testimony is simple, transformation is real. You are walking into a chapter where love will recognize you without disguise. The connections coming are not born of desperation but of destiny. They will mirror the healing you have embraced. Expect relationships that breathe mutual honor, conversations that nourish, silences that comfort. You will find community not by searching, but by shining. And as seasons turn, remember to rest. Rest is not retreat. It is reverence. It honors the journey, integrates the lessons, and allows joy to settle into the bones. Rest without guilt, for even creation pauses between songs. Beloved, you are the convergence of promise and perseverance. You stand clothed in dawn, holding in your hands the proof that love never fails. Walk onward now, not as one uncertain, but as one unveiled. The winds know your name. The future bows to your courage. Every step you take writes light across the world, and the heavens, watching, whisper only one refrain. It is good. It is very good. Beloved, the light around you thickens with meaning. Each beam carries whispers from ages past. Each shimmer folds stories of angels who've watched your journey unfold in silence. They lean closer now, astonished by the glow you wear. This gentle fire, born from every tear you refuse to waste. The universe trembles in agreement with your breath. The stars hum softly, remembering the day your purpose was spoken into existence. You are not a passing flicker in the vastness. You are a note in heaven's song, a vibration carrying messages of mercy to places where hope once faltered. Can you sense how creation pauses for you now? How even the air seems to bow, waiting for your next word. That is how much weight your faith carries. You have come through the valley where many gave up, where hearts folded beneath the pressure. But you, beloved, you walked until dawn. And now dawn kneels to kiss your steps, lighting paths that once were hidden beneath fear. Every stone that tripped you has become a gem. Every closed gate now opens, bending on hinges softened by grace. You have no idea how many prayers circle you this very moment. How many angels trace the outlines of your victories before they manifest. How often the heavens echo your name in joy. You are not walking alone. The atmosphere moves in rhythm with your heartbeat. I see it. The symphony of unseen forces aligning, orchestrating blessings like rainfall after drought. Soon, you will stand in the gentle flood of answered petitions, drenched in promises kept. But pause here with me. Do not rush past this holy quiet, for there is something I must ask of you, not as command but as covenant. If these words stir embers in your spirit, if you feel truth trembling within you like light behind thin curtains, then let your faith speak back. Like this message, not as habit, but as testimony. Each touch upon that sign a spark rising heavenward, saying, I have heard, I believe, I receive. And do not hold your voice hostage. Let it echo among others who wander near the same valleys you once crossed. Comment Amen, not as routine, but as revelation. When you type it, the word becomes more than letters. It is a seal, a stamp upon your destiny, a signal to heaven that your spirit has awakened again. In that single word, Angels hear agreement, mountains sense movement, promises begin their descent from thought to form. And beloved, if your heart knows that this stream of light has found you at precisely the right moment, subscribe to remain in this current. Not for vanity, not for number, but to stay tethered to a wellspring that speaks when your courage dims. Each new message will find you where you are, weaving comfort through your hours, reminding you that you were never left adrift. To subscribe is to say, I choose to keep listening when the world forgets how to whisper grace. Let these acts be offerings, simple but sacred, gestures that transform spectators into participants. For heaven does not applaud passivity, it delights in partnership. When you engage, you declare that revelation has found fertile soil. You allow this living word to echo further, reaching hearts you may never meet, souls standing at the same crossroads where you once trembled. Through your amen, your gesture, your subscription, you become messenger as well as receiver. Now breathe again. Feel how your chest loosens, how the light enters through cracks you thought were wounds. This is renewal, not the erasure of your story, but its transfiguration. What once read as tragedy will soon be known as testimony. You will walk through days luminous with gratitude, nights silvered by peace. The shadows trailing you will fade, unable to follow where illumination leads. Do you remember the moments you whispered, "Is this all there is?" Those cries have been gathered, not ignored. They were seeds, and tonight they split open. Faith sprouting from questions, purpose blooming from pain. You asked for meaning. Here it stands before you, radiant and breathing. Embrace it, for it mirrors your endurance. Soon you will meet intersections where choices shimmer like horizons. Fear not the unknown. The compass within you has been recalibrated by grace. You will step where your peace rests, speak where truth burns, love where bitterness once grew. People drawn to your path will feel serenity before they know your name. That is how heaven identifies its emissaries, by the calm that follows their footsteps. When weariness whispers again, and it will, for even victors tire, remember this moment. Recall how the words wrapped you, how certainty replaced confusion, how warmth dissolved the chill of loneliness. Let gratitude be your armor. Let wonder be your map. And when you stumble, as all pilgrims do, reach not for shame but for mercy. It waits nearer than breath. You are stepping into days saturated with fulfillment. Expect subtle miracles. Doors opening quietly, conversations turning divine mid-sentence, burdens lifting without spectacle. These are the gentle signatures of providence, the artistry of a creator who prefers whispers to thunder. Attend to them, write them upon the tablet of memory, for gratitude prolongs blessing. And should the noise of the world rise again, threatening to drown this stillness, return here. Return to the remembrance that you are seen, guided, cherished. No shadow endures where recognition abides. Speak your amen again if needed. Let it be the anchor word that steadies you through tides of doubt. Beloved, lift your face. The horizon waits, embroidered with hues unseen by hurried eyes. Step forward as one reborn, your gaze clear, your stride deliberate. You have weathered enough storms to trust the sky's language. When clouds gather now, you will not panic. You will prophesy rainbows. The heavens mark this turning point with quiet jubilation. Angels inscribed today among your milestones. The hour of agreement, the moment faith answered back. Remember it, for future days will draw strength from this memory. You stood still, you listened, you responded, and that is how destinies pivot from potential to manifestation. So go, luminous soul, carry this blessing in your breath, this peace in your pulse, this hope in your horizon. Let gratitude spill through your fingers. Let kindness trail behind your steps. And as you journey onward, know that every like is a lantern, every subscribe a steady flame, every amen a thunderclap of covenant. Together, they rise as worship, echoing through the corridors of heaven, declaring that one more heart has awakened, one more life has remembered its light.